All right, all right. I think we are live. I think. I think I am. Sup guys? Sorry a few minutes late. It's been a while since I've live streamed on YouTube. So I kind of forgot how to do it. But here I am. Can we do the first quick, can you see me, hear me okay, dealio in the comments? So I think on this side, boom, 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 you can input your comments. And this live stream, it's all about a kind of just dialogue about the NFL schedule. So I'm actually watching the whole NFL network, you know, they're going through the schedules and stuff. And I haven't actually looked at the Eagles schedule specifically, other than what has been leaked earlier through Twitter and all the social media and stuff. So it's all speculation in my head right now, and I haven't looked at it yet. So before I look at it, because I want to go through it together with you guys, I'm going to check your comments right now. I'm going to tweet out this link so everyone knows I'm live. And for any new people here that are like, what the hell is going on? Who is this crazy lady? I'm Philadelia. I have a YouTube channel, which you are on right now. So see under my name, click that and subscribe if you like football. And I do Eagles videos / other NFL news videos, and sometimes weird stuff, especially during the off season. So yeah, let me check in on these comments. Ooh, I'm so excited. Woo! Can't wait to see and start planning. You can see me. All right. First of all, what I like to do is look at the very first commenter. I saw 9 wins for your Eagles. Okay, that's a pretty fair number. I don't think you can go wrong with that. But before I go into the rest of these comments, I'm going to tweet this really fast, so bear with me. You guys know I always got to tweet out to my peeps. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. I guess, hold on. For enter. I can do it on there now. Just, let's see. Compose tweet. I am live, y'all. And if you guys are on Twitter, you can hit me up there at Philadelia. So a bunch of people have been mentioning me ever since 5 o'clock hit and the schedules went out. So I'm going to shout out some of you guys. Let's see. I am live, y'all. Let's talk NFL schedule. Hashtag fly Eagles fly, because always got to have that. And put the link. Boom. And if you have any friends that are football fans, Eagles fans, feel free to share the link with them and have them join the conversation. And let me tweet. Boom. It has been tweeted. Now let me go on Facebook and do that. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. But, okay, I'm live talking Eagles and NFL schedule. So I don't really have a game plan here, but I just knew I gotta, this is the first exciting thing to happen for a while in football because, well, actually the Eagles, we've been busy. What am I talking about? It's been an exciting, crazy, wild ride for us. But, okay, I'm live talking Eagles and NFL schedule. ... Okay, that's posted. I think we should be good. Let me share that on my timeline, and we're good. I promise. I'm done after this. Okay. See? That was easy. All right, now where are you guys at? So, Terrell Scott, number 1. And actually, what I do to the first commenter is I subscribe to them if I'm not already subscribed. So, boom. Terrell Scott, I wasn't subscribed. I am your 15th subscriber. Holla. Okay. So, now, clear. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different this year with the schedule. So like I said, I haven't looked at it yet. Let me pull this up. Now, are we all Eagles fans in here? Let me look at some of these comments real quick. Get a feel for who's watching. So we got Terrell. I saw 9 wins for your Eagles. Who's your team? That's what I want to know. I guess, actually, let me pull up your channel. How do I do? Let me go to Twitter. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. I told you, it's been a minute since I've done a live stream, so I'm like all over the place. So I'm going to go to my desktop here, and hopefully you can see that. Oh, let me fix the audio. Hello. Okay, I think you guys can hear me now. So I am just getting used to live streaming again, so you know, it's one of those weird things. So I'm gonna go and check out my, man, I'm not logged in. I don't wanna have to do all that. So let me see if I can see my live stream. Nope. Oh, there it is. Boom. So what I'm gonna do is I can show your comments here because that's more fun, right? So I think, so let's give that some time to load, and I will read some of them off, shout you guys out, see what you have to say about the schedule before me even seeing it. So I haven't seen it. What I do know right now is week 1, Eagles Giants. Giants will host the Eagles for Monday Night Football. Now the thing with that, or no, it's Falcons, sorry. Falcons are hosting the Eagles week 1, I believe. And the thing with that, I was like, Monday Night Football is going to suck, especially week 1, because that means we have to wait that much longer. And I need my football now, you know? So as soon as Thursday, you know, the Thursday game hits, I'm just going to be, so ready for some Eagles football, especially with all the craziness going down. Oh, gosh. I was actually looking at the when Chip Kelly first got hired, I made a video, and I was kind of like flashbacking, looking at what I had to say, and like the feelings I had then and what I expected to happen. That's all happening this season. Like, I talked about Tebow in this video, so I'm going to play that a little later, but let's see if I have the comments. Oh, it doesn't want to load the comments. Boo. All right, well, I won't be able to show you the comments, but I will be reading them. So David Mitchell, 13-3 losses to Patriots, Lions, and Cardinals. That seems, yeah, those seem like some legit losses. I'll give you that. Let me go back to my face because this desktop isn't working. So I will just keep it at that. Let's see. We will not. Mason G, what's up, homie? We will not lose to the Cards at home. No. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I have an issue with the Cardinals. My issue is I'm here in Los Angeles on the west side where I only go to the Eagles West Coast game. So I've been to the Cardinals stadium more time than any other stadium, and I've had to witness losses every single time. And I actually hosted a tailgate this past season where, you know, hundreds of us came out and we lost. It was down to the last drive. It's just the worst feeling to go into enemy territory and have to walk out a loser. So I cannot handle losing to Cardinals because so many bad memories. So I'm with you, Mason G. We cannot lose to the Cardinals. Now, let's see. How about a loss at home against Cowboys or a loss away at Falcons? So the Cowboys are very good on the road, better than they are at home. They actually went undefeated last year on the road. So I don't know. Freaking Cowboys. That's going to be an interesting matchup now that we have DeMarco Murray. So, let's see. Batman, I see ya. I see you, right, guy. I see 5-7 wins for coming from a Cowboys fan, of course. Mario Arroyo. Okay, repping the Eagles. We got Mess23 repping the Eagles. Very nice, very nice. Arthur Jones, Redskins fan. You see them going, what? Uh-oh. 13, where are you? Dun, dun, dun. My thing just refreshed and I lost where I was at. Okay. We can't wait to see the Redskins play the Eagles. Oh, yeah. Vikes Hikes. Hey, guys. Vikes, are you a Viking fan? Let me know. 0 wins for the Jaguars. My Redskins schedule has been announced. Everyone's schedule's been announced. Is it over? This is all before I even started. That Steelers and Pats game. Yeah. That's a way to kick it off. So straight from Philly. What up, David? Looks like Shady will get a shot at Philly. I cannot wait. So again, I haven't looked at the dates yet when that game happens, the Bills-Eagles game. But there has been a lot of talk and speculation of possibly going, especially with Mark Vader, poking me every day, trying to remind me like, hey, Bills. So depending on when that game falls within the schedule, we'll see how we can make it work. But if not, I might have to pick a different game. And that's why I'm here with you guys, where we can maybe vote on which game we'd prefer to actually fly out to Philly. Well, for me, I have to fly out to Philly because I'm in Los Angeles and go to this game and invite you all to come tailgate with me and sit next to me and all that good stuff. So today is when that starts, kind of the planning process begins. So let's see. Yoshix Gaming, Steelers fan, but likes the Eagles. I can appreciate that. Jags fan, Gator and Knight. And I say about 6-10 for you. Sounds about right. Actually sounds pretty generous. Just giving you a hard time. John Dunham, 13-3 for the Eagles. Gaming, you guys started. Okay. All right. John, you imbecile. Sup, Andre Rios. We face Cowboys first for our division games, of course. Now, I was actually looking forward to I was hoping they would have had the Cowboys-Eagles game first to kick off our season, but instead they gave it to the Giants-Cowboys. I just think that rivalry got so much more intense once we got Murray. Like, why not kick off the season with a bang, with some instant drama? But I don't know what these schedule guys are thinking. Okay, we face Cowboys first for division games. I remember seeing you and your crew at the Philly tailgate party. What's up, Alex Espin Shade? So actually, I'm doing my vlogs every day this month. Some have been goofy and not really related, but I'm actually going through the tailgate footage, and this week I'm going to post some of the lost. Well, I never really had a chance to post the videos of my trip there, so bit by bit, I'm going to start posting some of my vlogs that I took there in Arizona. You get to see me all hyped up with all our family, Eagles fam out there, and then you get to see the pure just sadness that ensued after we lost. So, all right, Niners week 1, Monday night, what? All right, Moises, is that how I say it? Too bad you don't play Seattle again. I don't want to play Seattle again. Y'all always beat us. It's never a good feeling when like a team just owns your team. And Seahawks, the last few years, they've just been owning us. And after we lose to them, we just kind of like fall apart. So I'm glad we don't have to play them. I'm glad we play the Cardinals so we have a chance to beat them and I get my revenge. So look at the Lions schedule. All right. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look at, let's see, Lions and then Seahawks in the house. Maybe the Seahawks schedule. 12-4. Alex. So Alex is saying worst 9-7, best 13-3. I like 13-3. Always. Okay, and we do have 2 Seahawks corners. That is true. That is true. All right, now I think I'll be able to switch over to desktop to show off some of your comments. So let me try this again. Let me try it. Is it working? I don't know. My computer is super laggy. Boy Wonder, what's up? I'd say Eagles go 7-9. I just see a lot of Chip Kelly's offseason decisions this year as head scratchers. Now, why isn't this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, with Chip Kelly, so I'm reading this comment here, guys. With Chip Kelly, it's like, this is what we expected from him. We expected to not really know what he was going to do, for him to throw these curveballs at us, and that's what we're getting. And it's not supposed to make sense. That's how Chip Kelly got his reputation, being big balls Chip, you know. He does stuff that always doesn't make sense, but he makes it work. So I'm hoping that's the case for this. So, all right, let me see. Oh, I know what I need to do, my picture-in-picture. Hold on, bear with me again, guys. I'm going to add one more thing. Okay, add this, and then add... Switch again. I forgot I do the whole picture-in-picture where you can see me and you can see the comments. I like that format better. So let me know if that's what you see. Hopefully it all looks good. And what's up? I are hungry. Are you hungry? Okay. I can't wait till week 1. Oh, yeah. So all the Falcons fans, shout out to Sports Live in the ATL. He called it. He tweeted me saying, we're going to play you week 1. And he's inviting me to come out and watch that game. But week 1's tough. Funds are tight. So I don't think I can afford to even go there. I know I'm going to go to one game in Philly. So that's where all my money's going for this season. And I don't know which game yet. Again, I have to look at the schedule. So let's see. Do you think Eagles will keep Tim Tebow? Okay, before I go into the schedule and stuff, I was just talking about Chip Kelly. When he first signed, we didn't know what to expect. And I want to play for you the video that I recorded 2 years ago when they first announced that Chip Kelly got signed. And I find it interesting because the way I felt then, you know, those years ago, is exactly how I'm feeling now, where when we signed him, I knew there was going to be all these surprises. It was going to be a roller coaster. We were going to be like scratching our heads, and he was going to be pulling these crazy moves. And that's what he's been doing this season. And I even referenced Tebow in this video because, well, I'll let you watch it. So bear with me. I'm going to switch it over. It's a quick video. And then I'm going to switch it back and come back to your comments and then go in to some game day schedules. You ready for that? Okay, let's see. Gus Bradley, because we brought him in for a second interview, and then the day after we announced Chip Kelly as our head coach. That is how the Eagles do it. They are some sneaky mofos because they come out of nowhere with these announcements. We saw it with Nnamdi Asomugha when we brought him in and everyone thought he was going to the Jets, and bam, we swoop in and take him. So that was kind of the same situation here where I woke up this morning and read it, and I thought it was a joke. Like, I didn't think it was possible. Then I went ahead and confirmed it. I went to NFL Network, Bleeding Green Nation, and ESPN, and they all said the same thing. So this is it, guys. You know, people have been asking me how I feel about different coaches, and to be honest, I'm not sure. There's not really one coach that I was like, yes, we need this guy, because there's a lot of unknowns, and with Chip Kelly, there's still those unknowns. What we do know, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be a wild ride, and we don't know how his system's going to translate into the NFL. We've seen other coaches in the past that tried to do that same thing from college to NFL and weren't successful. Remember, back in the day, Pete Carroll came in and failed miserably. So he went back to coaching college, and then he made another attempt to coach in the NFL, and we're seeing his second time around, he was able to adjust. So we'll have to see how it goes, and I'm just glad we finally have a coach. We've been going weeks here watching the Eagles interview coaches, watching other coaches get signed for other teams, and I was worried we were going to get left with the bottom of the barrel, no-name coach that, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. So to be honest, I think I'm just glad it's over. I don't know, personally, I don't know if this is the right call. I don't think anyone really knows. Only time will be able to tell if Chip is the right guy for us, and hopefully he is. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see what he does. It does bring a lot of questions. First thing I was thinking, like, well, okay, according to what I hear, because I don't really watch that much college football, but he requires 2 running backs in his system and a mobile quarterback. So I was like, all right, we got the running backs, but we don't really have a mobile quarterback. Well, we have Vic, but I was ready to let him go. Vic, I love the guy. He has a lot of talent, but there's certain intangibles that I would like to have with our quarterback where, you know, calling audibles at the line of scrimmage and being able to lead and motivate the team when they're down. Something that I noticed with Vic is he kind of just sits there and, you know, doesn't really do anything when we're losing. I want a guy who, when our team's losing, who's going to get in their players' faces and motivate them and pick it up to get us to keep fighting throughout these games. So that got me thinking, if we let go of Vic, who would we bring in? Would we draft somebody? Or would we actually pick up Tebow? That is something that's going on in the back of my mind right now, that we could get Tebow, guys, because that would fit in if we have Foles and Tebow. So I don't know. All this weird stuff is going through my head, and you know what? I'm glad we have a coach. We can move on, know who our coach is, and then start thinking of how his scheme is going to play out in Philly. So exciting times, guys. Man, there's no way of telling if this is the right move or not, but what I do like is the Eagles, they did the right thing. They made the rounds. They didn't jump on Chip Kelly right away. You know, I like that they had all these interviews, all this hype, and they went ahead and interviewed a bunch of other coaches. We've been going through a lot of guys, and they were comparing them to Chip, and apparently none of the other candidates were able to impress them as much as Chip Kelly did. So they went back and got the guy that they felt was right for this job. As a fan, I'm going to support him all the way, and it's going to be a wild ride, guys. Are you ready? Let me know how you guys feel about this hire. I know some people were really wanted him, and some people didn't. So let me know how you feel in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, showing Eagles Nation some love. This is Delia with the PhiladelphiaEagles.com and SB Nation signing off. E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! Yeah, we have a coach, baby! Just when you thought all that Chip Kelly talk was over, the Eagles go ahead and hire him out of nowhere. That's right, the Eagles have a new head coach, and it's Chip Kelly, who last week said he was going to stay at Oregon, and now this week he's our head coach. So I know you all remember last week when the Eagles had this 9-hour lunch with him out in Arizona where we thought we were going to hire him, and there was all this hype. He said he was going to go to the Browns, and then he said, no, I'm going to stay at Oregon, and then that was it. We thought it was done, and you know what? I was glad it was over with. I just wanted to know whether it was a yes or a no, and so we moved on. And then we think we're getting Gus Bradley because we brought him in for a second interview, and then
the day after we announced Chip Kelly as our head coach. That is how the Eagles do it. They are some sneaky mofos because they come out of nowhere with these announcements. We saw it with Nnamdi Asomugha when we brought him in and everyone thought he was going to the Jets, and bam, we swoop in and take him. So that was kind of the same situation here where I woke up this morning and read it and I thought it was a joke. Like, I didn't think it was possible. Then I went ahead and confirmed it. I went to NFL Network, Bleeding Green Nation, and ESPN, and they all said the same thing. So this is it, guys. You know, people have been asking me how I feel about different coaches, and to be honest, I'm not sure. There's not really one coach that I was like, yes, we need this guy, because there's a lot of unknowns, and with Chip Kelly, there's still those unknowns. What we do know, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be a wild ride, and we don't know how his system's going to translate into the NFL. We've seen other coaches in the past that tried to do that same thing from college to NFL and weren't successful. Remember, back in the day, Pete Carroll came in and failed miserably. So he went back to coaching college, and then he made another attempt to coach in the NFL, and we're seeing his second time around, he was able to adjust. So we'll have to see how it goes, and I'm just glad we finally have a coach. We've been going weeks here watching the Eagles interview coaches, watching other coaches get signed for other teams, and I was worried we were going to get left with the bottom of the barrel, no-name coach that, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. So to be honest, I think I'm just glad it's over. I don't know, personally, I don't know if this is the right call. I don't think anyone really knows. Only time will be able to tell if Chip is the right guy for us, and hopefully he is. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see what he does. It does bring a lot of questions. First thing I was thinking, like, well, okay, he, according to what I hear, because I don't really watch that much college football, but he requires 2 running backs in his system and a mobile quarterback. So I was like, all right, we got the running backs, but we don't really have a...
Okay, can you guys hear me? It was hard for me to tell where that video was at and when it was supposed to stop, so sorry. I don't know if it repeated or not. But, oh, here we go. I'm on the wrong camera angle. Boom! Can you see me? All right. Well, I was reading your comments while you guys were watching my old video. Now, the reason I played that video is because, like I said before playing it, like, how I felt then and what I was anticipating Chip Kelly to do, like the feelings that I was anticipating to have, I've been having this season. We all have been having this season. We expected to have this crazy, wild, emotional ride with him. And now that he's gotten full control of this team, this is what we're getting. And that's why we're supposed to be shocked. We're supposed to be scratching our heads. That's what Chip Kelly does. He doesn't always make sense right out the gate, but he makes it work. So, I was reading some of your comments, and Alex Conrath, I have it pulled up here, boom. Your record really hinges on what happens with the QB system. Can Bradford stay healthy, or how well can Mariota transition into the NFL his first year? How well will Chip accommodate for the O for him? So you bring up the most important thing for the Eagles' success this season, and that is health. That is health in many positions. All the players that we have signed this offseason have injury issues. They have multiple, Sam Bradford, he's got like 4 different injuries that he's had in such a short time. But I think Chip Kelly feels he has this sports science system that will help him bypass those injuries somehow. So I don't know. Health is definitely the biggest factor. Now, Mariota, of course, it's nonstop, that connection with Chip Kelly and Mariota, where people are trying to figure out how he's going to get there. Now, shout out to Steven Puga. He called me or messaged me a few days ago about a potential trade that might go down during the draft. Now, again, this is all speculation, but I would love your guys' feedback on it. So basically, he's talking 3-way trade with the Chargers and the Titans, where Titans will get Rivers and will get their pick in the draft, and it's crazy to have like this three-way thing go down. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I didn't think Chip Kelly would work that hard just to get Mariota. I thought he might be happy with his guys, but with Chip Kelly, I don't know what to expect. So Mariota is always something we can consider. If he's available, if we have a way to get him without giving up too much, then I'd be down with it. But it's really hard for me to see. First of all, the Titans would have to do something crazy, like giving up their pick, and the Titans don't do things that are crazy. Like, they are one of the most irrelevant, least talked about teams. So I don't know. Do you think they'd be able to go through with that? So I don't know. It's just something to think about. Now, there was another comment. Let's see. So John Dunham wants to know if we're getting Mariota. It's so hard to speculate. Oh, shout out to Mark Vader. I see you on there. She doesn't watch NBA or college. We better not trade Kendricks. I know. I'm worried about that. There's all that Kendricks talk, and I think he's a great player, great personality, good locker room presence. Let's see, cheesier than cheese. I love that name, first of all. I don't think she likes yeah, I'm not really into basketball. I'm a tennis player turned football junkie. I feel like Mariota, cheesier than cheese, says Mariota probably overhyped like Johnny Manziel. That I think they're two completely different players. When people are talking about Mariota, they're saying, oh, he's too conservative or nice. They said he's too nice to be a good player. Like, first of all, who says that? So he has a way better character than Johnny Football, who's just gotten out of rehab. And that's the problem with Johnny Manziel, is he has a poor attitude. He has other things that he's putting as priority over football that have gotten him into trouble. And you can't lead a team with that type of attitude. You'll have players that will resent you, not respect you, and they're not going to follow you, and they're not going to protect you, So Mariota and Manziel, to me, and I don't follow college football that much, but based on what I hear, are two completely different types of players and athletes. So yeah, Kyler Eagles, do you think will win against the Lions? Oh gosh. That's a matchup that makes me nervous, and that someone was already mentioning that's one of the L's that he's putting on our record. But I don't know. So I'm gonna where's Mr. Brown has been asking me to look at the Lions schedule. So actually what I'm gonna do right now is look at week 1. Boom. We got week 1 schedule here. So as you all know, Steelers and Patriots kicking it off. That should definitely be a good matchup. Patriots coming off of their, Super Bowl win. Steelers, who have lost, a lot of players. Troy Polamalu just retired. I'm curious to see where they'll end up this year. They're a team that tends to have a slow start. So I wonder, if they'll have a slow start this season, having to go up against, the Super Bowl champs. So I don't know. Next up, we got Packers at Bears. Now, Bears, if they have Jay Cutler, I'm never going to be sold on the Bears to, really accomplish much. And maybe I'm a hater. I don't know. Sorry, Bears bound. But, that's right away kicking it with division rivals. I love that. We got Chiefs. Shout out to Andy Reid. And Texans. Let's see. Browns, Jets, Colts, Bills, Vader. Bills are going to be an interesting team this year. They got our boy Shady McCoy. So I think having them face the Colts right off the bat will be it's going to be a good way for us to see what they're really working with. They're not going up against a chump team. They're going up, against Andrew Luck, and I think I'm gonna be watching this game. I'm gonna be watching a lot of Bills games now because of McCoy. So oh, you can't see the other side. I'm just noticing. Let me see if I can scooch this. Well, let me see if I can scooch this over real quick. Boom. Does that work? I don't know. All right, what else we got? Dolphins at Redskins. Boo, Redskins, Arthur. Arthur Jones is already proposing his video bets. He's coming at me on social media. I can't wait. I love the bitterness that Deshaun Jackson and LaShawn McCoy have been having towards Chip Kelly. It's just going to make Chip Kelly... I feel like Chip Kelly, the more you try and talk trash about him, the more it's going to motivate him and inspire him to just whoop on everybody. So... Let's see, Seahawks and Rams. So Rams, oh man, another interesting team now. Foles, my heart is still a little broken. I'm gonna miss you. I don't know why I was so attached to him. I really don't, but I'd like to see him have success, and I'd like to see the Rams be a surprise kind of contender. When you think of their division, you look at Seahawks. 49ers have just kind of, I think they're on a decline right now, but they got a whole lot of drama going on. But you always think of the Seahawks as kind of the top team in that division, but I'd like to see the Rams kind of pull ahead and maybe try and surprise everybody. Now we got Saints, Cardinals. You already know how I feel about the Cardinals. And Saints, if you saw my New Orleans Mardi Gras trip videos, I got a little soft spot for New Orleans. And man, they've been a surprise disappointment these past, especially last year. It was just, wow. I don't know what happened, but now without Jimmy Graham, I'm curious to see what kind of Saints team they're working with. Lions. And you know what? I'm going to pull up this Lions schedule for you, Mr. Brown. If I can. Oh, look at this here. Oh. Okay. Well, never mind. That's not working. But, they got all the stats here. Look at that. Head to head. So last time this team played was 2011? Dang. So Lions. Now with the Chargers, there's all that Rivers talk. Him being traded. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think it might go down? And with that trade talk, there's the three-way trade talk with Titans, Eagles for draft picks. So I don't know. Titans, Bucks, meh. Two teams I don't really care about much. Bengals, Raiders. Now, all you Raiders fans, again, I always respect the passion that goes along with a team that just struggles year after year. That, while the Eagles were making all these hot moves, you guys were, I don't even know what you were doing. You were signing, like, our trash players. So we have Ravens. Ooh, Ravens Broncos. That'll be a good game. And then Giants and Cowboys. Now, Cowboys. I'm keeping my eye on the Cowboys this year because they came in there. They stole the division from us right at the tail end of that season. And they're a sneaky team. They can definitely be competitive and be a tough team to beat. Now this game is at Cowboy Stadium, which, Cowboys aren't as good at home as they are on the road. So, but it's a good matchup to start things off because I'm going to get to see our division rivals, what they're working with, and I'm going to gauge that matchup with how our Eagles perform against the Falcons. And, oh man, I just can't wait. I can't wait. And then we have Vikings, Niners. All right, double Monday night action going on. And that's going to be the longest week for me. We have a Monday Night Football game, it's like, dude, why couldn't we get like the Thursday so we could just get out of the way? I can see my team in action and let everybody else play afterwards. But all right, let me pull up to a second frame. Boom, boom, boom. All right, back to some of your comments. Dang. Oh, so we got Kyler Eagles saying, isn't it funny that both Kerry and Fletcher went to two Super Bowl teams, Pats and Seahawks? And it was funny when the Seahawks signed Kerry Williams, we had signed Byron Maxwell, and they're like, oh, you guys, the Seahawks picked up Kerry Williams as a substitute for Byron Maxwell. Like, they didn't miss a beat. I'm like, oh, you guys don't even know. So good luck with that. We were done with burnt toast Kerry Williams for a long while. So I'm glad to see some new faces in the secondary, hopefully with some better, better coverage out there. All right, glad we don't have Fletcher anymore to blow big games for us. Very true, Alex, very true. I think we will kill every NFC South team. I sure hope so. Well, actually, I did the Redskins eliminated first. Yeah, Thanks to Fletcher, Billy Davis. That second Monday night game sucks for Vikings fans. They have to stay up until 9 p.m. in order to see them. Dang. What game is that? Fletcher would dream himself. Tim Tebow versus Tony Romo. Oh, goodness. Tim Tebow. Now, okay, can we just touch on Tim Tebow really quick? I made that video, but why are people still, talking about him? He's a third-string option. When has a third-string quarterback signing ever gotten this much attention? And Adam Schefter was trying to tweet out, oh, it's not a circus. That's just what the media does. It's not, you guys are blowing this out of proportion. And I was like, my first thought was, it's not a circus. When is it ever warranted to overhype and pay this much attention to a third string signing? These guys never, they never pay attention to that, but it's Tim Tebow, so they went crazy with it. So Adam Schefter wasn't really making sense. I just think it's funny. Big Vol Daddy. Oh, you know how I feel about your Cardinals. Oh, you know. I will be posting some game day footage from that tailgate this week, so stay tuned. Kerry Williams is a beast for Seattle. Oh, will be. Don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm saying. We split with Romo. Get this, my Redskins don't have Brian Orakpo. He is with the Titans now. All right, so Tim Tebow going to take Barkley's spot. Yeah. Barkley, all he did. So, I mean, think about it. When we signed Matt Barkley, were people tripping out oh my gosh, we signed Matt Barkley third string? Nobody really had anything to say because it's oh, he's a guy that's going to sit on the bench for most of the season. So that's what Tim Tebow is to us right now. And Matt Barkley, I think he played 2 games, 2 garbage time, when we had already lost or whatever. And all he did was throw interceptions. So I'm fine with trying another option that could hopefully be better. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from Tim Tebow other than that he's going to be a nice guy. He's going to follow the rules. He's going to try his best. He's hungry. In his clause that he had with, I think he was working with ESPN, he had a clause where he still wanted to get signed by an NFL team. So I think Tebow's had some time to think, and I think he really misses football. So I think he's going to try his hardest to make sure he stays with the team. So we'll see what that looks like, Who is going to start in QB? So I think it's either going to be Bradford or Mariota if somehow we magically get him. But I think as of now, Bradford's the guy. And from what I've been reading about him, I think if he's healthy, we'll have success with him. But keyword is healthy. So, I would rather have Tebow over Sanchez. I don't know about that. I'd rather have Tebow over Barkley. And that's Chip's logic right there. I think, well, actually, here's an interesting thing. If the game's on the line and the highest stress level that a quarterback could ever have in life was happening, and I had to choose Tim Tebow or Mark Sanchez, I might go Tebow because I think he's mentally tougher. Sanchez will end up crumbling under that type of stressful situation and throwing some type of interception or butt fumble or whatever. But that's the only case. I think in extreme cases, there might be times that are appropriate for Tim Tebow. So maybe that's what Chip Kelly's thinking. Like in these few cases, he might throw him in the mix. Who knows? He might switch him up, play him as tight end. Who knows? I'm just going with the flow, guys. I don't really know what to make of all this craziness. So Mark Vader, are you saying you want the Eagles to draft Mariota? What I'm saying is, if we have the opportunity without giving up too much, why not? Because I think Mariota, he's going to have the most success in Chip Kelly's system. If he's not in Chip Kelly's system, I think he's going to have a decline in productivity. So why not let these guys help each other out? I don't know. Thank you, Cheryl B. I appreciate your kind words. Tebow was only brought in to pray for the Bradfords. Hey, man, we got Jesus on our side, and that's a good thing. So I'm down with that. Tebow, I hope he prays for all the injury-prone players that we have. DeMarco, yes, is one of them. Who's got it better in the NFC East the most? Who's got better? Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Decline, sorry. Oh, you know what? I was on the wrong thing this whole time. There I am. Okay. 6 and 10, says Mr. Downtown. I see you on Twitter. I see you. All right. So Mr. Booty Clappers says, I know in college, but the point is he's at his best when playing in Chip Kelly type offense. So that's exactly what I was saying. So I agree with you 100%. We need to draft O-line. Yes. Troy Hill from Oregon. More Oregon boys. So Vader's saying that we would have to give up a lot. Mariota should not play as a rookie. He's not ready. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I really don't want to have to give up a lot. So if that's the case, maybe I could be happy with Bradford starting. I could. But, and I hope DeMarco Murray's playing with a grudge and wants to prove, show the Cowboys what they're missing out on. So Quays, how do you even say, Mohaiman says he hopes he'll kill it. The way she said it. What did I say, Fred Goat? I don't even know. Oh. Oh, goodness. Some of your names. DeMarco overrated. He just had that O-line. So, okay, can we talk about Dallas O-line versus Eagles O-line really quick? I mentioned it in my AMA that I posted, where once we signed DeMarco Murray, everyone's like, oh, but you don't have that O-line to block for him and blah, blah. And then I went ahead and looked at the offensive line rankings for last season, and I think it was Pro Football Focus. They had all the stats and all the rankings, and pretty much Dallas was number 1, but you know who was number 2? The Eagles. And they were number 1 in run blocking. So what does that tell you? I think he went to the second best option for him to help him succeed. So So yeah, going from 1 to number 2 isn't that big a deal. If they were going from number 1 ranked O-line to like number 32 ranked O-line, then yeah, you definitely see, see it affect his game. But he's in a good situation, and so are we. So you Cowboys fans, you better get ready for us. All right, so the Cowboys will be destroyed by my Hawks. You know what, I don't care what anyone says. If Mariota comes to the Eagles, he'll shine day one. With rookie quarterbacks, you never know what they're going to do, and we've seen, take a look at RG3 versus Andrew Luck, it's RG3's been struggling, and Andrew Luck has had, he's been having more success, he's been more consistent, and he's been healthy, so you really never know what you're going to get. All right, number 2 with injuries, suck it, Dallas. I like it. Kuliski? No, the Eagles O-line was 29th in run block. Now, I'm going to send you that article. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Look way worse. Kuliski, send me that article that you're looking at, because the one I'm looking at, it had us ranked 2nd overall. First in run. Gotta get my tea. Look who's pulled up. Bro, Kiko is going to be a beast. Oh, yes. I forgot about freaking Kiko Alonso. Duh. So, again, if he can stay healthy, he's got a lot of potential. So, I know it's off topic, but do you know who Ariana Grande is? Yes, I do know who she is. I've heard a few of her songs. But I don't know a lot of them. I don't follow her very often. So, Luck's best attribute. The beard alone. I like his beard, and I like his positive attitude when he plays opponents. Like, he compliments his opponents. That's how I used to be as a tennis player. I would be super nice, and it throws my competitor off. Like, why is she being so nice to me? So, all right. Can't post link. Burn. Let me see if I can find my link. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Oh, I know what I'll do. Boom. Let me do it on this one. So, I think it was let's see, O-line rankings. 2014. That's what I'm going to search into Google. And Pro Football Focus comes up number 1. And then, let me go down to page 4. Yeah, it says run blocking ranking 1st. Says it right there. Let me see if I can. You know what? I'm going to tweet this out right now.
Desmond Purnell is in Dallas with the Rocket Ishmael. At least he was before the Rocket's still there, but we check back in with Desmond Purnell in Texas. Desmond? He took a little break. He wanted to grab a burger that's pretty famous here in McFadden's.
Okay, I'm tweeting that out. Got a point to prove, y'all. Now let me put it up here. Okay. Oh, am I in frame? I don't even know. Boom, there we are. Okay. Clicking on the link. So, boom. So the rank number, see, this kind of number throws me off. So, this is run blocking. So, 2nd. So there you have it. Can you see that right there? Because otherwise, am I reading it wrong? You tell me. You tell me. What does that mean to you? I'll tell you what it means to me. So, anyways. basically the point I'm trying to make is we don't suck. And if we did suck, then okay. They'd have a point to make. But right now, I don't think so. Dang, my phone be blowing up. By the way, I'm Mr. Booty Clappers. Oh, Wishbone Games. You're the star of this chat session right now. I'll have you know. Okay, so let me look up your Eagles versus my Lions. All right, Maurice Wilson, I'm going to look up the Lions schedule because there's actually quite a few Lions fans that have been like, look at the schedule, look at the schedule. So seeing that Cody Parkey kick live was beautiful. Suck it, Colts fan. I love your emojis, Kyler. All right, let me click on, where's the Lions at? Because I'm saving the Eagles for last. Okay, guys, that's what I'm doing. Now, what matchup are you guys looking forward to the most this season? For me, it's a tie between the Cowboys and the Bills for obvious, reasons. How do I click on their schedule? Oh, here we go. Where are you? Okay, Lions, where are you? There you are. The NFL site is so hard to navigate through. It drives me crazy. I just want to go to your schedule, dude. There we go. All right. Is this... Why does it look weird? So you guys play San Diego, Minnesota, Denver, Seattle, dang, Arizona, Chicago. You guys got a pretty few tough matchups there. Kansas City. Oh, you guys have the London game. I forgot about that. Oh, versus Andy Reid and the Chiefs. Okay, Packers, Oakland, Philly, week 12. Okay. That's going to be a tough matchup for us, not going to lie. I think, man, you guys got me thinking about the schedule. I want to look at the Eagles schedule now. Okay. Green Bay, followed by St. Louis and New Orleans, San Francisco, and Chicago. Huh. I don't know. Like with the draft, it's hard, there's still so much that can go on, especially with the Eagles. Like, I can't even imagine if that three-way trade goes down, if we end up getting Mariota, like things could just change completely. So, oh man. Okay, how do I go back to where I was at? NFL website, you drive me crazy. All right, back to comments. So, let's see. NFL hates the Pats. The NFL hates the Pats? Why do you say that? The NFL loves the Pats. You know why they love the Pats? Because they had this whole scandal come out the week before the Super Bowl, and now what happened? It seems like the NFL just kind of forgot about it. Swept it under the rug. I mean, they're the only team that can really do shady stuff and get caught and not have anything happen afterwards. It's just, I don't get it. Like, at least do something, Oh, I know what game Vader's looking forward to. Let's see. All right, we're talking to Marco Murray. If that's his first year to stay healthy, Tebow can't throw. Sanchez. Now, see, the thing with Tebow, yeah, throwing isn't, his best, his best trait, but he moves really well, and he's very athletic. He's tough to take down. So mobile quarterbacks, that can still work, as long as we don't have to rely on his ability to throw and throw accurately. So,
Just saw on Twitter they wrote, it's always shady.
all right, Eagles versus Cowboys week 2 is what I whip. You know what is looking forward to. You guys in your names, man. I need, like with EDP, I always use his abbreviation. So I would, I'm not even gonna say it. Damn right, Dennis. I don't know what you're right about, but all right, bye, Steven. Thanks for joining in. Now, you still had Macklin. What? Oh, okay, you're talking to someone else. Ask the Steelers if they think Tebow can throw. Oh, Super Bowl rings. I know. It's tough. It's been a tough life, Eagles fans. The Patriots have NFL in their pockets, so of course they can get an easy schedule. Ah, Patriots. I don't know. It's weird. The NFL does just like a lot of things that don't make sense. And it's like, how can an entire organization with all these people, like, you know, even just the rules of a catch, like, how hard is that? Like, why is there all this confusion, like, whether someone caught the ball or not? I think they just overcomplicate things and just make it worse. So, oh, man. Broncos, what up, Josefina or Josefina? I don't know. So, all right. Let's see. Let's look at. I'm gonna look at the division rivals right now. Okay. So how do I look at their schedules here? And let's start with the team that we're gonna have the biggest beef with this year. Double beef because they knocked us out of the playoffs, and now we have one of their former star players. So let me see. Where are you at, Cowboys? Where are you at? I'm ready to scope you out. Cowboys look to build on 14. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Where are the Cowboys fans at? I want you to let me know what you're feeling, okay? Because we got beef. Yeah. So you face the Giants, and honestly, you know, you guys should beat the Giants. I think Cowboys and Eagles are going to be the head honchos of the East, just like last year. But it'll be an interesting game to watch. And then, week 2. So they didn't wait long. Okay. Week 2, it's going down. Ooh, you guys better get your bets ready. Y'all were betting me the first matchup, the first time we faced y'all last season, and then the second time we faced you, you guys got all quiet. And that's the game you actually won. So, I don't know. So, Falcons, then Saints, then Patriots. Then Giants again, Seahawks, and then week 9 we face again. So week 2 and week 9. Oh man. I'm just I want to see us play already. I can't wait. This is like, it honestly could go either way. And depending on how things play out in the draft, like, who knows? Like, okay. Oh, and then you play, Bills week 6.
quarterback. Well, we have Vic, but I was ready to let him.